Alright, good evening out there. This is DayTraderRockStar for Tuesday, June 17th. I'm just going to do a fast little watch list here for you tomorrow because I see some interesting things showing up on the charts here. As you see, we're in this nice downward trend line here. I have a short-term target to 1374 to 1378, which would bring us up to that 50 period and 20 period moving averages. Stochastics are turning up. We could get a push higher here, but let me bring up the 60-minute chart here. This is starting to look interesting. Again, as you know, in downtrends, when you have a little short-term rally here, these are just little rallies, and usually they form in what's called a rising wedge pattern, and this is what we actually have here. If you take a look closely, you'll see that we have just a nice little trend line leading up there, and then we have this nice little trend line here, and it's making this nice little rising wedge, almost picture perfect here. We have stochastics up here in the overbought area starting to turn over, and this is all on the 60-minute chart. So even though we do have a potential to move up a little bit higher, I'm starting to get a little nervous of this this formation here. Now tomorrow we have some big news. Goldman Sachs will be dropping the bomb tomorrow morning before the market opens, coming out with their earnings. And I tell you, I think that has a lot to do with how the banking sector is going to hold up. And how the banking sector is going to hold up is how the S&P and the markets are going to hold up. So we're going to be on top of that at 8:30 in the morning. There is some good stocks out there. CME actually came out with news after the close. Excuse me, that they were approved for their merger with NYMEX. And that had a nice little pop at the end of the day along with NYMEX, so that one should get a pop tomorrow. And then I saw, actually, this was on the 10 for 1,000 watch list, and I said watch InfoSpace going into this week, and I tell you, I had that little itching feeling about this one. So we had a nice little move up here today. I started picking up a lot of the, I picked up about 700 shares, and I'm going to continue picking up tomorrow. Tomorrow we should have a nice move up, considering everything is actually looking really good here. After the market came out with news that they approved a share repurchase program, not a big deal, but maybe enough to get this one going here. So InfoSpace actually looking pretty good here, starting to turn up here. And again, that was on the 10 for 1,000 watch list. As you can see, I had a buy trigger at 9:10, and kind of broke out of that, and we bought that today. So another good one looks good is the Sigma Design, SIGM. I'm going to also liken this one going into tomorrow too. So again, this was also on the 10 for 1,000 watch list, and I'm starting to see some action here on a double bottom breakthrough of this downward trend line. Stochastic starting to turn up, and some other interesting features on this one. So again, we have Goldman Sachs tomorrow. That's going to be the main catalyst for the market. We have this rising wedge on the 60-minute chart we have to pay attention to. All right, it was right here. Definitely have to watch this breakdown here. And again, that's news is going to move that. We also have some interesting action in the oil. Oil really pulled back here today at the end of the day, so we might get actually some continued movement in Valero and Tesoro. These are starting to look good to me. VLO and TSO. These are looking like right now, not overly bullish, but on a pullback of oil, we should see those move. And again, with some of the airlines also. So we got a full plate tomorrow. I'm going to watch the oil. I'm going to watch especially Goldman Sachs and some other ones. Morgan Stanley is going to be following up after tomorrow with the next big one for earnings on the banking sector. And I think that's it. So I'm going to get off the mic here, and I'll wish you guys a pleasant evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow on the radio. You can tune in each day, 8:30 till 4 o'clock on www.daytradingradio.com. That's www.daytradingradio.com. I'll see you then.